let me tell you, we are going to be the largest economy, and because we Africans are still half asleep, we may not even be aware of it. Let me tell you why. Even if Africa was to grow at a moderate rate of 6% growth per year, we're now growing at 3%, our percentage of manufactured goods that we contribute to the world is only 1.5%. And I can tell you that even at that low rate of manufacturing, just through exporting raw materials, we are growing at 3%. If we double up our manufacturing only to a mere 3% of what the world is producing, we will be growing already at more than 6% per annum. So if you look at this table, you will see that, and in this table, what I've done is to give it to you in 3 segments: where we are today, where we are going to be in 2050, and where we are going to be at the end of this century. And you will see where we are today in terms of population. You can see there, Africa is already almost as big as China. And our per capita in dollars is only a mere 2,000, compared to 65,000 for the US and 10,000 for China. By the year 2050, Africa will have an average per capita of 10,000. Okay, if we are growing at 6%. The United States will be 84,000 per capita. China will be 38. However, you will notice that even then, the economy of Africa will be bigger than that of China. 2050, growing at 6%, we will actually be eclipsing both China and the United States already. By 2060, we will definitely have a bigger economy. By the end of the century, Africa will have an economy of $920 trillion compared to China, which will still be at 98, and the United States at 46%. So I can tell you, whether we like it or not, Africa will be the next economic superpower in the world by the middle or soon after the middle of this century. And by 2050, every 1 in 5 human beings in the world will be African. And by the end of the century, every 2 in 5 human beings in the world will be African. So whether we like it or not, we'll be the most dominant force, a cultural force, which we already are, already even when we are poor. We're still the biggest cultural force in humankind. So you can imagine, by the end of the century, whether we are aware of it or not, Africa will not just be the economic superpower in the world, it will also be the cultural superpower of the world. Next slide shows you that I already gave you in fact, I won't spend time on this slide anymore. I already kind of summarized. We can go to the next one. You can also already see that Africa from 2050 will be rising so fast in its per capita growth and economic growth. So next slide, these slides you're going to have so you can spend more time on that.